Hello, I'm Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and welcome back to my official channel.
Hi guys, it's Jacqueline McInnes Wood and welcome back to my official channel. So I am literally sitting here at my desk and my eyes are burning. I have been typing for what feels like a million hours. My coffee went cold a long time ago. My back hurts. I am just so tired. But I had to get this out to you guys. I just had to, because what I just watched on The Bold and the Beautiful is insane. Just pure madness. I am still shaking. I am typing furiously right now, and I am not even going to edit this. I do not care about typos right now. I just need to dump all this information from my brain onto the page because you guys need to know. You need to know exactly what happened today. And it all started at the big Forrester Creations fashion show. You know, the one supposed to be this huge triumph, a massive win for the company because they really needed it. With all the drama going on with the Logans and Bill Spencer stealing Eric's designs and Brooke and Ridge crashing Katie's press conference, just bad news everywhere. So Steffi was banking on this show. She really was. She needed this runway event to go perfectly. No mistakes, no drama, just pure fashion. But this is Forrester Creations. So of course there was drama, and not just a little bit. It was a nuclear explosion. I was watching the live feed. The music was thumping. The lights were flashing. The models were walking down the runway in these amazing gowns. It looked so good. It really did. Steffi was standing in the wings. I could see her on the side camera. She looked so stressed, just biting her lip. She has been dealing with so much lately, hiring Dylan, dealing with Elektra screaming in the showroom, dealing with Taylor and Deacon sneaking around. Steffi is just carrying the weight of the world. So she was praying this show would just end smoothly, and then it happened. The big massive screens behind the runway started to glitch. Just static, fuzza, like a bad internet connection. The music cut out. The models stopped walking. Everyone in the audience just gasped. I spilled my cold coffee on my desk. It was just shocking. And then a video popped up on the screen, a huge crystal clear video right in the middle of the runway show. So at first, nobody knew what it was. Was it a new ad campaign? Was it a behind the scenes video? No. It was a secret recording, a leaked video, and it was playing for the entire world to see. The video showed Ivy Forrester and Daphne Rose just standing there in the design room, and the audio was so loud, it echoed through the entire venue. You could hear every single word, every single dirty, sneaky word. And what were they saying? They were talking about Elektra. And Will, and the letter that Elektra wrote to Will, the letter that would have saved their relationship, the letter that Ivy stole, yes. The video showed Ivy literally admitting it. Admitting that she snatched the letter out of Elektra's purse, admitting that she did it on purpose to keep Will and Elektra apart, admitting that she manipulated the whole thing, just pure evil. And Daphne was in the video too, looking so guilty. But Ivy was just smug, so smug, telling Daphne to keep her mouth shut, telling her that Elektra was better off with RJ anyway. Just playing God with people's lives right there on the massive screen. The audience went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop, and then the whispers started. And the camera flashes, flash, 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 all pointing at the front row. Because Ivy was sitting in the front row, and oh my God, her face. I have never seen someone look so destroyed in my entire life. She was just frozen, like a statue. The smugness was completely gone, wiped right off her face. She looked like she had seen a ghost because she knew her life was over. Her reputation in the family, her relationship with Elektra, everything just gone, smashed to pieces in front of hundreds of fashion buyers and reporters. It was humiliating. Just a deep, dark humiliation. She could not even move. She just sat there while the entire room stared at her. And I felt a little bit bad for her, but not really, because she did this to herself. She really did. She played dirty games. She ruined lives. And now karma came back and hit her like a freight train. But the real drama was not even Ivy. It was Will. Will Spencer was in the audience. He was sitting a few rows back and he saw the whole thing. He heard every word. And you have to remember where Will's head has been at. He thought Electra hated him. He thought she moved on. He kissed Dylan at the beach house because he thought he lost Electra forever. He has been so angry, so sad, fighting with his parents, fighting with RJ, just a mess of a guy. And then he looks at this screen and he realizes it was all a lie. Electra never gave up on him. She left him a letter. She wanted him and Ivy stole it. I literally watched Will's brain explode in real time. He stood up, his chair fell backward and crashed onto the floor. He did not even care. His fists were clenched so tight, his knuckles were white. He was breathing so heavy, like a bull seeing red. He didn't walk, he ran. Will jumped over the row of seats in front of him, just vaulted over them. A security guard tried to grab his arm. Will just shoved him away like a rag doll. He stormed right up to the edge of the runway. And Electra was there. She was standing near the end of the stage. She had been watching the show and she saw the video too. Electra was crying, just sobbing. The realization hitting her too, that Will didn't ignore her letter. He never got it. The man she loves didn't abandon her. Her own aunt betrayed her. The betrayal must have tasted like ash in her mouth. Will jumped onto the runway, just leaped right up there in his nice suit. He stomped down the glowing white floor, ignoring the models, ignoring the cameras. He only saw Electra. He marched right up to her and he grabbed her. He pulled her into his arms so fast she almost lost her balance, but he held her tight, so tight, like he was never going to let her go again. And the microphones on the runway were still hot. The music was off, so the mics picked up everything. Will looked right into Electra's eyes and he yelled it. He didn't whisper. He declared it to the whole room, to the whole world. I love you. Will screamed, I've always loved you. And I am never letting anyone tear us apart again. It was so raw, so unfiltered. It gave me goosebumps. My tired arms literally got goosebumps. And then Will turned his head. He looked down into the front row, right at Ivy. He pointed his finger at her. And his voice was like ice, just pure venom. And I swear to God, Ivy Will said into the hot mic, I will make you pay for every single lie. I will ruin you. Ivy just flinched. She shrank back into her seat. It was brutal. But then Will turned back to Electra. And Electra was just weeping. Happy tears. Sad tears. All the tears. She threw her arms around Will's neck and she kissed him. And guys, it was not a little peck. It was a passionate, messy, desperate kiss right there in the middle of the runway, under the bright spotlights, hundreds of cameras snapping pictures of them. They did not care. They were in their own world. The love was so intense, so unbreakable. After all the scheming and the crying and the fighting, they found their way back to each other. I was almost crying myself. I really was. It was beautiful. But this is B and B. So, the happy moment did not last. It never does. Because suddenly there was a roar from the other side of the room. It was RJ Forrester, the golden boy, the guy who has been spending all this time with Electra, the guy who just had a romantic moonlight swim with her, the guy who took selfies with her and told her how amazing she looked, the guy who thought he was finally winning her heart. RJ saw the video, but more importantly, he saw Will kissing the girl he wanted. And RJ snapped. He completely lost his mind. His face was bright red, like tomato red. The veins in his neck were popping out. He looked like he was going to explode. RJ pushed past the photographers. He scrambled up onto the runway. He ran full speed at Will and Elektra. He didn't even say anything at first. He just used both his hands and shoved Will. He pushed Will so hard that Will stumbled backward and almost fell off the side of the stage. Will broke the kiss. He caught his balance and looked up furious. RJ stepped right in front of Elektra, blocking Will from her, and RJ started screaming, "Get your hands off her." RJ, Gowlin, you lost your chance, Spencer. You kissed Dylan. You betrayed her. And now you think you can just walk up here and claim her. You are a disgusting traitor. It was crazy. RJ was just spitting mad, calling Will a traitor, saying it was a disgusting betrayal because RJ felt betrayed too. He thought he and Elektra were building something real, and in 1 second, Will just took it all back. Will stepped forward, his chest bumping into RJ's chest. The two of them were literally going nose to nose on the runway. Two rich, handsome guys ready to beat the living daylights out of each other over a girl. "She's mine," RJ Will growled. "She was always mine. Ivy set us up. You were just a distraction." Oh man, that word, distraction. That was the wrong word to use. Arie swung. He actually threw a punch. Will ducked and RJ's fist hit Will's shoulder. Then Will tackled RJ, and just like that, it was a full-on brawl right on the Forrester runway, rolling around on the shiny white floor, knocking over a massive flower arrangement, vases shattering, water going everywhere, models screaming and running away. It was a total disaster, a PR nightmare. And where was Steffi? Steffi was in the wings. And she was losing her mind. I could see her waving her arms frantically. She was screaming at the control booth. Her face was pale with panic. "Cut the feed." Steffi was yelling. I could read her lips. "Cut the damn broadcast right now. Go to black. Cut it." She was desperate to save the Forrester reputation. They were already dealing with the stolen designs from Bill Spencer. They could not have their two leading young men beating each other bloody on live television. So the screens went black, the live stream cut off. The music stopped completely. Security guards started swarming the stage, trying to pull Will and RJ apart. It took like 4 huge guys to separate them. And the whole time, Elektra was just standing there, hands over her mouth in total shock. But there was one more thing I noticed. One tiny detail that gave me chills. Before the live feed completely cut to black, the camera panned across the side of the stage into the shadows of the wings, and I saw Daphne. Daphne Rose, the woman who has been crying and stressing and feeling so guilty about keeping Ivy's secret, the woman who was trying to make a baby with Carter but couldn't because the stress of this lie was eating her alive. Daphne was standing in the shadows, watching Ivy's life get destroyed, watching Ivy sit there in total humiliation. And Daphne wasn't crying. She wasn't shocked. She was smiling. It was a slow, creepy, mysterious smile. A smile that said she knew exactly what was happening. And my tired journalist brain started spinning. Did Daphne leak the video? Did she finally snap and decide to ruin Ivy herself? Or did Dylan do it because Dylan overheard them? Dylan knew the secret too. Did Dylan and Daphne work together? But that smile on Daphne's face, it wasn't just relief, it was sinister. It was the look of someone who had just tasted blood and wanted more. I have a feeling that exposing the video was just step 1. Daphne watched Ivy get ruined, and she smiled because she has a new plot, a new revenge plot. And I think it's going to be way more cruel than just a leaked video. Ivy pushed Daphne too far. She threatened her too many times. And now Daphne is going to burn Ivy's entire world to the ground. I mean, think about it. Daphne is married to Carter. Carter is a powerful guy. If Daphne gets Carter on her side, they could destroy Ivy financially, legally, everything. And what about Dylan? Where does she fit into this? Dylan needed that receptionist job so bad. She didn't want to be homeless. She was holding on to this secret too. If it turns out Dylan knew about the stolen letter and didn't say anything, Steffi might fire her. The same Steffi who just had to cut the live feed of her $1 million fashion show. Steffi is going to be looking for blood tomorrow. And Katie and Brooke, oh my God. They are probably watching this at home right now. Brooke is probably laughing her head off that a Forrester event turned into a